Hello, everybody, and welcome to Damsels and Dice.
It's a little dicey, but
this is how we roll. 3.
18.
It's gonna be a good day for you. Not a good day for me. We're fine.
Natural 18.
This is fine. Let's see. Hang on, to make it even.
Alright, so are you guys ready?
Yeah.
They've been having anxiety about this upcoming encounter.
I have a very upset stomach.
We've been procrastinating starting for like 3 hours now.
Hey, it's your
we signed
time.
a blood contract. Why did we do that? It's fine.
Oh, don't worry.
I just want to die.
There were a bunch of other things that could have happened. So, jumping right into it, unless I don't think we have any announcements or anything else. Other than we have a logo, but this should have already been up for a while. So, anyway. The adventuring party, having completed their quest in the Hhatu Strip on Croix Calesel, have been traveling north and now east in an attempt to evade certain interested parties who are pursuing them. After many dangerous encounters, after a great number of people who have been rescued and also hindered, the group eventually is confronted, as it were, by a secret society known as the Leven Spires, a group of assassins who, for the upper echelon, are known to make certain problems go away. The certain problem happens to be Talavin and Nora, as well as their adventuring troupe, as they might have accidentally been associated with the burning down of a certain noble woman's house. Technically, it wasn't them, but she doesn't really care whose blood she spills. After a tense conversation with one of the members of the Leven Spires, known as Demia Keenseeker, an agreement was arranged where either you cooperate and help them seek out a particular individual who evidently has been captured and imprisoned in the city of Alfrine, or you could choose to go into their custody, willingly or not. After signing a blood contract to
the death.
Do your best to free the individual whom they are seeking, as they say that they are not allowed within the city of Alrine. Their identities have been compromised. It is now up to Talavin, Nora, Jacob, Wyatt, Zoom, and the sprites in their company to attempt to locate the individual they are seeking, Autor Breville.
What's wrong with us? Why do we do this to people?
We're trying to get other people killed so that we're not killed.
No.
Okay.
You all had found a location for you all to sleep in that particular night. I believe you all went to... You all didn't go to the Platinum Flagon. I think you went to the Topaz Wand, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, you all located the Topaz Wand, found a room, and after a relatively tense conversation between Jacob and Wyatt and the like, trying to figure out if there was a way to potentially wheedle your way out of the contract, you all drift off into sleep. Talavin. Both of you are hanging your heads. Talavin.
Why did you sign the blood contract?
He's going to electrify me into oblivion. Jasper doesn't even scold you. Shut up! Calvin, then you go to sleep.
You
Take the point of
drift off
exhaustion.
into unconsciousness, fighting sleep as best you can as you have an inkling of what awaits you in the ether beyond.
So fucked.
You drift off into
minus,
unconsciousness.
just wipe my hit points off my board. They don't even exist.
Your eyes open,
I didn't even think about that.
and you see the hundreds and thousands and millions of stars and galaxies above you. You see that familiar mountain range. You see that familiar lake, that crescent moon that still, quiet forest air of all of the silhouetted trees to your left, to your right. You're about 20 or so feet away from the water.
I fucking hope so.
And glancing about, after you sit up, slightly defensive. Don't hear anything. The crescent moon just barely illuminating the water and your surroundings. The starlight twinkles. It's not jagged as you had once seen it before in your nightmares.
I'm just gonna like clasp my holy symbol and just kind of like close my eyes for a minute and just be like, I know I got myself into this, and I know with my friend's help we will get out of this, but any form of guidance from you would be most appreciated. But we will get out of this. And I'm sorry I signed up for the contract again. And then that's it. That's all I do. It's good. Because it's fine. That's about it about it. And characters I can get right there. Oh, it's okay. Okay. And then I'm going to just take a deep breath. Do one more just looking up. I look up as well because I know last time. So she got me. And then I'm just... No!
That's good. You get another one.
I'm all the same thing! It doesn't matter. It's an 11.
You glance up, glance to your left, to your right. You don't see anything.
Okay,
Anyone.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You're completely alone in this place.
It's fine. I deserve that. I internally cry a little bit. And then I'm just going to be like, out loud, I guess. I can never tell when I'm speaking to myself and when I'm not sometimes. I'll just be like, Malik, are you here right now? Could we have a chat, maybe? Just like, I hope you're not super mad at me. Again. I feel like we just...
Make a persuasion roll.
I feel like we just undid the madness. Oh, that's not... My persuasion's not that good. Oh, that's good. That's plus 22.
Take that moment. You call out to Malik.
Yeah.
You're silent.
Alright, that's fine. I just heard that too. Fuck.
Before you see his
Why did you do
blue
that?
eye.
She literally does that shit because she knows it pisses me off. She already knows I have literally ulcers. And she does that because she knows this is making my ulcers worse. Like, I'm gonna start buying, like, horse-related drugs to get rid of ulcers because I have horse-sized ulcers.
Well, at least you got it.
I have horse-sized ulcers in my stomach, which is like my whole stomach.
There's nothing left of your life.
Nothing.
That's strange. You see the silvery blooms licking around the eyes of the emerging obsidian wolf from across the water.
I will start to walk that way. Internally crying a little bit. No, it's really just Sophia crying. It's really just...
Step after step after step, more of his form emerges from the darkness. There's just something slightly off about the way he walks.
Oh, look at me in. Ask about that too, because I keep not.
And you walk up to your obsidian patron, you look up at him, this magnificent dire wolf.
Can I do like a perception check of what he looks like? Can I tell if he's been fucked up again?
This would be investigation. As you
No, I'm not gonna go feeling around. That's weird.
Well, then, no, this would be your keen eyes looking. Perception is like, what do I notice? And then investigation is I hone in on this one spot. It can be with your eyes. It can be with your hands. It's
Can I investigate with my eyes then? Not my hands. That would be weird.
As long as you specify, I'm going to look.
I'm going to be like, let me go investigate this. And it's like, you go over and start pressing your hands a bunch, but it'd be like, I didn't know.
I give him the full TSA pat down. All the pat down.
22.
22? He's favoring his left side over his right as he's sitting. You can see that he's keeping what would be his right hand slightly propped up. As he breathes, you can hear that there's a slight labor to it, a slight catch as he gets to a deep breath. But still, he holds himself well. And gives no other indication in his features that he is in pain.
I'll just be like,
A deep, thunderous voice, that distant rolling thunder of a voice, deep, inset, just reaches out to you. Say, I'm glad to see you're doing all right.
I'm happy to see you. It's been too long.
I want to apologize for that. I've been absent. In hopes to gather more information, yes, but it is still... It's irresponsible to not make contact with you. Apologies. He dips his head.
I hate that Madison can do this to me. It makes me insane. It's fine. I guess I'll kind of just give a small nod back, just like I don't know, I guess in return for now, and where did you go this time? Did you go back?
Yes. I did. We did.
Well, I'm very happy to see you came back then. I was worried.
As am I. At any rate, you called for me, and it seems as though you have a bit of a predicament on your hands. We need to work through this.
Yeah, that was... Didn't really see a good way out of it.
Given the circumstances, there weren't very many options available to you.
Yeah.
You made the most reasonable choice, given the circumstances.
Maybe not the smartest. Definitely feel like I gave myself a bit of a short timeline.
Let's not concern ourselves with that now. Let's work through what actually matters, the logistics of the situation. You might not know much now, but I feel you will very soon.
Yeah, I hope so. I just hope we can actually focus on solving this issue instead of just trying to find loopholes. I felt like everyone was focused on loopholes.
They're caught in between doing what they know is right and what the contract specifies, asking them to go directly against some of their feelings, their morals. I can understand this.
I know. I don't want any of them to get hurt. I don't know. I guess I haven't given it much thought. I'm just worried.
I can tell.
I assume you aren't very. Oh God, he's.
I mean, he readjusts, but he still favors his left side.
Are you okay?
Why would I not be?
I mean, you don't usually sound like, this. Oh.
Residual injury. I'll be all right.
How many days do we have left before we die?
14. Technically 12.
But we had travel days.
2 travel days. And we had 14 days. No, technically,
That you
was
had
included
7
in the
days.
day. And then we had what days?
You have 1 week and need to, if you think you need more
We
time,
only
you
had
need to request
1
an
week.
extension.
I thought we had 2 weeks with maybe an extension. Oh, we're fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we're so fucked.
So talk about the details.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I can't do it.
Just ask for guidance and let him go rest or something.
Oh, I just help him. It's fine. It's fine.
Let him nap.
Talavin, break things down. What do you need me for?
There's so much. I don't know how to. I don't know how to start here. I guess the best way to, I just have to gather information. I'm sorry. I feel like I always think best with you. It's hard to connect with my group sometimes the way I think. Then again, I guess our thinking is different as well.
Everyone brings their own experiences with them when interacting with others. It's natural.
You gather a lot of information from sources. Do you have maybe a suggestion that could help us gather information about this person we're trying to find?
I've not yet looked into this individual, but I can certainly do what I can.
Well, I'm sorry I kind of was muddled. I don't know. I'll think more on it, and maybe next time I'll have a clear line of thought. Sorry.
Don't apologize.
You sound like you should maybe get a little more rest. Maybe they can inspire some enlightening thoughts.
Some injuries take more than just a night's rest. Unfortunately, this seems to be one of them.
Is there anything I can do?
No.
Just for a shot.
The gesture is a thoughtful one. This is something that I need to figure out.
I hope you know that if you ever do need my help with something, I'm always here.
That's my line.
You are my mentor. I am learning from you. Sometimes.
Not enough, apparently. He stands up. There's nothing else.
What'd you
I'll
say?
do what I can.
Sorry.
If there's nothing else, he'll do what he can.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just kind of give him a nod. He's such a roaster, but it's so subtle.
He turns around and begins walking back into the shadows. They cling to his form, and he begins blending further and further until you can just barely make out his outline before he vanishes into the darkness.
Perception check. Where's Betty? She's about to electrocute me, isn't she? I can feel it.
Make a perception check.
24.
24?
Yes.
Oh wait, you muted. What?
I can't hear you.
Hello?
Yes. Okay, now I can hear you.
That's weird.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that was weird. Yeah, no, I didn't touch anything. Okay, Looking around, genuinely, you don't hear anything. You don't see anything.
Not even above me?
Yeah, even above. Above, below, to your left, to your right, from the water, from the sky, nothing.
She's the most sus creature ever. At least she's not really like the calling out type, though. Like, she usually finds me. Oh, God. What am I going to do to find her?
Curious.
I'm going to start walking back towards where I usually am.
Okay.
Keeping an eye out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't see anything.
Curiously, whenever we walk through the forest to go to where we usually, like, train, is it, like, usually, like, we enter through the same place and we kind of go the same way?
Yes.
Could I potentially just walk in and maybe find the general area that we usually are?
Sure. You begin walking into the forest, letting the darkness cling to you.
And I'll kind of call out.
Without light, it is pitch black.
It's fine.
Even with your dark
vision. If I trip over something, it's probably my own feet, my own ego.
You're walking through, you glance up. Go ahead and make a nature check. See if you can navigate there.
Nature's not good.
15.
15. You think you're headed on the right path. You're walking further and further into the shadows.
And I'm just going to
glancing up to the left, to the right.
Bae, are you here? Like, can we train tonight? Or did I upset you too much because I've been ignoring you?
She's gonna electrocute the fuck
Make a persuasion check.
It'll make her feel better if she gets to electrocute me.
Dude,
Oh dear.
you signed a blood contract that affects her too.
Yeah, I know. And if she electrocutes the shit out of me, it'll be fine. She'll feel better.
You're doing this.
18.
So generous.
I'm so generous.
18. You think your vision is playing tricks on you.
Oh dear.
At first.
Yeah.
As you see, there's this very faint bit of light. And it's not. You found that you've accidentally navigated once again back to the water's edge.
Yeah.
You're not sure when you might have turned left or right. You're not aware of, you thought you were only walking straight, but being shrouded in complete darkness, it's hard to tell direction. And there at the water's edge is a woven figure.
Oh dear.
A collar strapped around her neck.
Oh God.
Heavy chain.
Oh my God.
Against it. That same brilliant crackling is not there. There's just this very faint pulse of energy. Her head looks over. It's lackadaisical. It's just tired, exhausted. She looks over at you. Her eyes haven't lost that fierceness, but she seems worn down. Well, isn't this lovely?
Oh God. I still got a 2 though. I don't even have words to say.
You obviously do. You're speaking them now. So, Talavin, what exactly have you been up to?
Oh God. You know, this and that, you know. Saving people, signing blood contracts, saving more people.
The one that I heard.
The saving people?
No, I think it was before that.
Saving people, then. That's the only one I heard. You must be hearing things.
I really don't think I am.
Oh God. Oh, so fucked.
I can understand why you might not reach out to Malik. He's your favorite. But really, You couldn't spare a thought for me. In the back of your mind, that little twinge of a voice that's supposed to be your conscience, don't you think that comes from somewhere?
I mean, I always thought it was me, but then I met you, so. But so I'm still getting used to it, It's new. Oh, God.
I was so tired down by this chain. I would have tossed you into the lake, watched you sink to the bottom, and lit up the entire surface of the water until I saw your skeleton glow.
I feel like that's super true.
What was that other thing you said that you were getting yourself into?
Reconnaissance for maybe a blood pact.
I'm pretty sure it started with a B, sounded like Lud, and ended in contract.
Oh, that. Yeah, funny about that. I, sorta maybe sign my name on a paper in blood.
I noticed. Don't think I didn't notice.
I mean,
I'm waiting for some kind of explanation about all of this.
I mean, it was that or die. I was just...
Yeah, it's not like you could call forth anything. It's not like you can summon anything. It's not like you had options. Oh, I want to make sure that I keep the peace and get a wonderful night's rest so I can train. I'm not up for training. Which kind of foils your plan, doesn't it?
I still get to see you, so 50% in the good. Glass half full.
She turns and starts walking for the woods.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. We're gonna get through this together.
What? She turns, you can see her eyes are just bursting with electricity. You figure that if she weren't weighed down by this chain on her neck, that she would be aglow with energy.
I mean, just think about how great it's going to be when I get that off of you and you get to electrocute me.
Oh, and I cannot wait until you do. But as of now, it doesn't seem like you have very much of a plan, does it? You don't know where this person is. You don't even know where the prison is. You don't know any of the guards. You don't know what kind of traps are in there, because obviously they're not going to just let you saunter in. You don't know what kind of permissions you're going to need. You don't even know if this is actually the location of where he's being hidden.
Well, I mean, we just got to town.
She begins tapping her foot. She's like, oh, right. You just got to town. It's not like these guards stand 24 hours. All day. Every day. No, you needed to get some sleep. You needed to make sure that you didn't get caught by a murderer. Oh, dear.
You're so helpful. I love it.
I'm waiting for some kind of apology. She actually puts her paw up to her ear. I'm waiting for some kind of thanks, possibly, of giving you an outline of everything that it is that you need to do to get this thing off me.
You see Talavin slightly almost hurl and then just kind of bite it down and just like, I'm sorry and thank you.
That's about the most helpful thing you've said all day to me.
It's the only thing I've said to you all day.
Oh, other than Bay, are you there? Yeah, of course I'm here.
Sometimes you just be peering out of the sky like, I don't know, Batman.
Who?
I don't know. I had a dream
Let's
about
not bring your childhood superstitions into all of this. We're focusing on the here and now. Are you aware of what happens if you fail a blood contract? Are you aware that it is an instantaneous, soul-sucking death?
Oh, I mean, that would have been the same thing if I'd have just killed those people and they'd have killed, or, attacked them and they'd have killed me. Would that have been the same thing?
Oh, you would have been fine.
How many times have I been fine in a battle?
Every time you're still alive.
Barely!
Oh, barely. Oh, my heart
Every
hurts.
time I get wrecked in a battle and you electrocute the fuck out of me.
Well, I can't do that now, can I?
Oh, I didn't almost die yet! I haven't died. Today. Maybe tomorrow. I mean, at least we're in this together.
That's not what I'd like.
Well, this is just even more motivation.
Tell me what you want from me, so I can go and lay back down and contemplate all of the ways I'm going to electrocute you later.
Can you contemplate it with me? Keep me company so I can think about it?
No, I really can't. No.
Well, it's always a pleasure talking to you.
That's why you called.
Yeah, pretty
So you
much.
shouted out my name because you were so concerned about my well-being.
I mean, I just missed you.
Didn't think
Oh,
this
really?
was a thing, but I mean, it is now. And so now it's at the forefront of my mind.
I'm going to have so much fun electrocuting you.
I'm so gonna find something that's immune to lightning so that I don't get electrocuted. What was that?
What do you need?
Starts crying.
And don't say, I just need you, because, believe it or not, I've already cried all my tears into the water.
Is that why it's so cold?
Yes.
Fitting. I just need to think more about what we're going to do. I didn't know if you had any ideas, because you're the smart one.
I'm sorry, I don't think I heard that. What?
I mean, you didn't hear me before. Why would you hear me now?
I just like hearing it. I like hearing that I'm actually right.
Well, I mean, I never said you're wrong.
I just fluff my ego. It'll make me feel so much better.
I just wanted to know if you had any ideas, because you're the smart one.
Oh, thank you. I feel vindicated now. What you need to be focused on is getting it done. There. That's the most brilliant strategy I could come up with. Get it done.
I mean, wasn't that my strategy, though?
No, yours was, I'm going to think about it. No, get it done. Don't think about it. Actually do it.
No, I mean, my actual plan was to just get it done. Everybody else wants to pitter-patter around the issue.
And what are you going to do about it?
I'm now vindicated in my decisions.
Step 1, locate the person. Step 2, get the person out. Step 3, don't get caught. Because that's mostly a subsection of actually number 2. And number 3, get out of town and go somewhere else. There. Perfectly decent plan.
Very well thought out.
I know.
It even had substeps.
Gather some reconnaissance. Talk to people. You like flirting. Go and flirt with someone.
I definitely get it from you.
Me, no. Cold and heartless. I wouldn't know how to flirt to save my life. Ah. Yeah, there's something you're good at. I was wondering when I was going to happen upon it. Is that all?
Yes, fine. That's it.
I'm so useless. Can't do anything now. What am I going to do?
With a conscience in the back of my head I don't listen to.
But you don't listen to it, do you?
On me, it's only not.
I'll be alright. It's fine. No woe is me.
Woe is me. Not the woe is me.
Woe is me.
Oh.
Well, if I'm not going to be shocking you, did you actually want to receive some kind of self-gratification and training yourself today?
Yeah.
Alright, what do you want to do? I'm too exhausted to go anywhere else. So you're going to have to do it here.
I mean, I guess I can just practice my wings. So I run a little bit. Do you want me to not?
Oh, that would be absolutely marvelous.
Here we go. What do I need to roll?
Alright, you can take 2 out of 3. Or you can try and one-shot it.
You said, why 2 out of 3?
60% chance of success.
No, this is in your mind. In your mind, you can go through your mantra and 1, 2, 3 it, or you can just try and one-shot pop pop.
I'm gonna try to.
I say it before.
I'm gonna try to one-shot it.
Pop pop.
It's just one roll. It's just a straight roll.
Just straight roll, or no? This would be with your spellcasting modifier. So actually, using with her, that would be wisdom.
Wisdom spell. My cleric one or my blood hunter?
Just your wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
24.
You exhale in front of her.
God bless you.
Bless you. You feel this crackling of energy around you. You step forward and you feel wings emerge surrounding you. You can hear the bit of crackling lightning coming from the tips, from the edges of the wings, those dark gray wings leading into that very, very soft white.
Well, it's getting a little easier, right? Doing a little better. Come on. A little better.
I'd clap if I had hands.
No, you wouldn't. You just hit me with them.
Well, there you are. That would be equally as impressive if you could do that when you're awake.
Well, maybe I'll try it one day.
Oh, please do. And then that will give us something else to have a conversation about.
What kind of conversation? Like a good one or like a bad one? Because like this is definitely going to be a deciding factor if that actually happens now. I can do it sooner, and then at least it can't be that bad because.
Whatever am I to do? I can't train you the way I wanted to. You've already perfected this. I'm useless. Now woe is me.
What? You said I want this? You said I want this? Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm leaving.
Have a good
She
day.
gets up and starts stalking off into the woods.
Love you too. That's like literally minus 10,000 hit points that I just incurred.
Yeah,
But I
especially
just
your
accrued
antagonist.
mine. Yeah.
For sure.
It'll be like the only chance I get though. So. I'll pay for it later. Hopefully we level up before, and then I can get a couple more hit points.
But your wings are still out right now.
Yeah.
They are?
I'm gonna kind of like just stand there watching her leave and just kind of like have my wings come around me and just gonna kind of like stroke them sadly for a little while.
They're unbelievably soft.
Just gonna be super depressed for a few minutes. Then I'm just gonna, I don't know, fly around a little bit, super depressed like.
You take off.
Fuck everything up.
You glide across the water. Rise up into the mountains, rise up into the night sky. Millions of things are running through your mind, and yet, like threads of gossamer, you can't hold on to one for more than a few seconds before the next thought and the next thought. How are you going to get all of this information? How are you going to possibly manage this?
I will say that since I'm trying to do better about thoughts and speaking them aloud so that Madison knows them, I will say that my two most reoccurring thoughts that keep coming and going, or I guess I'll say three, is how the fuck I'm going to get all this info that I need to get this shit fixed. How guilty I feel about continuously sending Malik into dangerous situations where he gets super fucked up, and doing this to Bay. Unknowingly / probably knowingly in the back of my head, since my conscience is there, I just don't listen to it.
Good to know.
And then I'll just do that until I feel like I'm about to wake up, and then I will just drift down and land, and well, eventually I guess the wings will probably be like, okay, it's time we're done now. And I'll land.
You land and dissipate in that crackling energy.
And then I guess I'll just...
You hear the very soft, feminine voice of, calm your mind. You'll be all right. You swear the moon gets a little brighter.
Oh.
As you come back to consciousness.
That was nice to you.
Yeah, but Dad fucked him up, and he needed me just asleep the whole time, and I needed him.
Bright lights.
I'll just... For the remainder of the time that I'm there, I will just sit on the beach and meditate. Trying to hone my thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Nora.
Oh wait, no, it's bad. Okay, it's good. It's bad.
Your consciousness falls into sleep. Then rhythmic breathing carries over from the darkness of the room into the darkness of the forest. Completely blacked out trees, silhouettes all around you. You glance up and can just barely make out the hundreds and thousands and millions of stars in the galaxies above you.
Am I back to my tree? I'm
back to your tree.
Okay. I'm going to be aware, looking around and stuff, see if anyone's there, but if not, I'll just kind of stay there and think.
Make a perception check.
Okay. A good perception check? Ooh, not bad. Not terrible. Tainted 20.
Tainted 20. As you're sitting there, your head leans against the tree and you swear you feel it shake. Your eyes open up and you can see the very familiar figure of a certain archfey patron who has guided you through many of your journeys. Currently sitting up in one of the branches, he glances down at it and smiles. What you notice immediately, though, is that part of his face is actually bandaged. And his arm is indeed in a sling, although it is mostly covered by the cloak that currently adorns his body.
So
he jumps down from the tree, and here there's a slight audible wince, but it doesn't taint his smile. As he comes and holds his hand out. Sorry for my absence.
Oh, a lot's happened while you've been gone, but...
I'm fully aware, and that is definitely something that I need to discuss with you. But I'm glad you're all right. He helps you to your feet.
Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna look at his bandages. Does it look really, really bad?
You can make an investigation check.
Let's do that. 15.
15? Based on what you can see, his part of his hand isn't bandaged, and what you can see from part of his hand, it looks like burns. Or burns on his hands.
Okay.
So like before.
Yeah, so like the same type of thing before. Okay. Do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this?
Do it.
He says
We could die in 3 days. Like, just do it.
His face is bandaged?
Part of his eye, from his left eye, has been bandaged. It wraps around here.
I don't wanna. Okay. I'm gonna do. Do I want to do this? Okay, fine. I'm gonna do it. Nora's just gonna kind of like she's obviously he knows that she's like looking at his wounds and stuff. Can she like trace the edge of the bandage on his face? Without hurting the burns? Like I don't want to like touch it because it hurts. Just kind of like the gentle like.
Instinctually, you as you're looking, his eye does catch that you're watching, and as you look up and begin inspecting his face, your hand just reaches up and barely traces along the edge of the bandage.
Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Good. I didn't want to poke it and it like falls apart.
As your hand reaches down to the bottom of his cheek, it goes to retract, and his other hand comes up, cups it for just a half of a second before relinquishing your hand and letting yours fall away. Like, don't worry, it'll be all right. Honestly, I've suffered worse, but this is new territory for me. Definitely have a lot more reading to do. But anyway, we need to focus right now on what you're currently involved in. A blood contract. Wow.
There wasn't much of a choice. Well, I suppose there's always a choice, but seemed to be
given the circumstances, it wasn't the worst choice that you could have made, although, yeah, you didn't have too many options available.
I didn't realize the council had hired the 11 spires.
Nor had I. That was the first I had encountered or heard of this, which only further confirms my theories. Did they reach out to you?
Yes, they did.
Same.
3 nights ago.
Right. Well, hopefully, upon the completion of this, the 11 spires will help mask and deter any other prying eyes. In some ways, this contract is a boon, as long as this end of the bargain is fulfilled. You understand?
Right. I don't know exactly how truthful they are. If they could find their own loophole to get Damien. Oh wait, no, not Damien. Otter. Hopefully, they won't find their own loophole to get Otter Brayville and us at the same time. Like if we can't find them with him, and the contract expires.
From what I understand about this particular group, their information is very rarely askew. They do that research. They understand the importance of knowing the information before going in. Something about this bothers me, though. They told you that they weren't allowed in the city, correct?
Yes, they did. They said that their identity had been...
And that's not true.
They didn't say they couldn't get into the city. They just said that their identities had been compromised and they didn't want to risk being in the city.
Right. They said, tweet, 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 tweet. Yeah. Well, I was gonna go there. That there
Don't worry, I'll remember your metagaming pigeon.
They said that they were known in this city. That they could get Atar out, but would rather not risk whatever it is they wanted to risk.
It doesn't sound right, though. I mean, the organization is much larger than just these particular individuals. They have new recruits all the time. Whether or not they are successful is an entirely different matter, but I am familiar with 11 Spires, and something about this bothers me. There's something else there they didn't say.
Perhaps it has something to do with the attacks in the area.
Perhaps. What do you know about those?
From what we've gleaned from the guards, there were a series of attacks several years ago, but they arrested someone who they thought was killing them. Skilsk Vonner. They arrested Skilsk Vonner and accused him of being the one to kill all of the villagers, and then the attacks stopped after that. But they've recently started back up.
Disconcerting at best. What can I do?
Well, I don't have much information at the moment, other than we need to find wherever they're keeping Atar. Because they apparently arrested him for petty theft. But that's probably not true. And also,
if it were simple petty theft, they would have put him in a place where the 11 Spires would more easily be able to get to him.
Right. But they didn't. And also, they mentioned Atar had been leaking information from their organization.
Do you believe them?
Can I do a past insight check?
I would say this would be a past insight check, sure.
Okay, let's just go back in time a little bit. Not terrible. Insight 19.
You don't think that they were being dishonest? I mean, it genuinely seems like they think he is leaking information.
So if he is leaking information, it's either they want him to stop leaking information, so it's likely he may not be kept as a prisoner, but rather a protected person instead. The village might be protecting him to get information, so he may not be in a cell.
Equal possibilities. At any rate, you definitely need to be asking the right questions. I think you're on the right track, though. Clever girl.
Okay. I don't do that. Compared me to a velociraptor. Sorry. Let's see. It is possible. Not exactly sure what else there is. We're gonna start in the morning to go ask around to the guards. Let's see, what else was there?
Is there nothing I can do? I can maybe influence my own charm. Let's see if I can get any information. On my end, at least.
That would be helpful, considering...
Let's see what I can do. Anything in particular that you want to know? No guarantees I can find this information, but I won't be useless.
Possibly... Okay, that would be hard to know. Well, where they're keeping him would be helpful. Would make my job much easier. I'm having trouble grappling with the morals of this, though, because if the 11 Spires is indeed a group that, well, they do more malicious tasks, and Atar could be perhaps doing good by leaking information about them. More of the morals of that, but that's my personal dilemma.
Are you looking for a way to get out of the contract? A way to get around it?
Well, that would possibly be nice if Atar is actually causing some good, and 11 Spires is going to kill him for it. I think that might be good to have as an option or a backup plan in case something goes awry or they try to double-cross. So, backup plan.
We'll see what I can do. Anything else you want to do?
Well, it would be probably beneficial to train just a touch, but you may not be up for it.
Don't worry about me. I'll be alright.
Typically, you're doing most of the work.
Well, if that's alright, it may help to ease my mind a bit, to think about something else for a moment.
Let's be off. He holds out his good arm.
Take his good arm.
I need you to no, I'm just kidding.
Like a what? Because he didn't have the ring. Does he has the ring?
He has the ring.
Yeah.
This isn't his place. This is Malik's place. If Malik's letting nappy ass people in, then
yes,
you're
I
fucked.
did look for the ring, but I don't. I think you started talking. It's okay. It's good. Yes, it. Good.
You follow him through the woods.
Oh, I have to do this again. Okay.
You take some lefts, some rights. You can sense that there is a slight limp to his side. Just very faintly, only because you are grasping onto his arm because you're so close. He only relinquishes your grasp to touch the nearby trees, and they break and fold and bend and twist into that same arena to which he steps up on canopy exposed, the trees parting, allowing you to see the sky. He steps out. Well, let's get to it then, shall we?
Yes. I will.
Take your meditative stance.
Okay. So for the audience sake, yes, I did go back through a lot of my past videos. I watched them and took notes about all of the best charisma things. Sorry. So that I could possibly get this done. Alright. So, I'm going to just start off with thinking about the blood contract and how I will not fail following through with the contract. Imagining success at the end of this.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Natural 1.
Okay, 14 plus 7. Many times of 4. It's not funny. 21.
It's funny.
Okay, it is.
21?
It is the only
You
enjoyment I
stand
get
there
out
and
of
you
this.
focus, you begin concentrating, you feel that warmth spread from your chest into your shoulders, and begin dripping down your arms. You've been here many times before. You can't lose this momentum. What do you think of next?
Okay. I'm going to think about, let's see. Okay, about how I will, I'm going to think about all the people involved, like all the people who signed the contract, and about how I will succeed for their sake.
It's borderline. No, that's charisma. That one is charisma. Go ahead and make another charisma saving throw.
Nine?
9.
So close to a 20. It's just like a little blue. 9.
As you begin thinking about everybody else, as you begin contemplating about all of the actions that everyone has to take, all of these divergent paths, you feel that pull, that draw of that energy back to your chest. Not strong enough.
2 steps forward, 1 step back. We're gonna go. Okay, I'm going to think about my mantra, about how I will prove myself in this situation.
Okay, go ahead and make a charisma saving throw. As you think about your mantra.
15.
15. It maintains that energy, slightly draws back, but for the most part maintains. And Jasper, focus. You can do this.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to think about how this probably will bite me in the back. How a lot runs on this contract, and no, that's intelligence. My intelligence isn't as bad as it used to be.
I am not as stupid as I was.
I am not as stupid as then no more. Okay. I'm going to think about how that's probably intelligence. You know, let's just go for it for aesthetic's sake. About how much rides on this contract and how there's so many things that I still need and want to do. So I have
that's intelligence.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. I have to succeed in order to.
An intelligence saving throw.
Why? Okay. That's a 10. You, my friend, not my friend. Other thing. How did this happen? Okay.
There's only a flicker left as you feel the energy draw back into your chest.
Bro, she just rolled a nat 20 the first time she rolled the new dice she just pulled out.
Come on.
Okay, fine. You know, can I just keep thinking to myself, I will not fail? I will not fail. Can I just keep thinking that again and again and again and just keep rolling? Please.
That's borderline intelligence checks.
How about
and intelligence saving throws.
How about it's just
If it's your mantra, then that's charisma.
Okay, let's just think about my mantra. Let's just think about it again and again and again and again and again. Just
okay. Go ahead and make a charisma saving throw.
Okay, come on, man, come on. 18 plus 7 is 25.
You begin thinking about how you're not going to fail, that you're going to prove yourself. You think about how you're going to prove yourself. And in that, you feel that energy burst once again and drip down your arms. It hasn't started retracting yet, not coalescing, but it just feels like this warm shower pouring over your body. You begin thinking about it harder. Make another charisma saving throw.
13 plus 7 is a tainted 20.
You feel that energy grow and begin retracting, drawing up your arms, beginning drawing up your spine, drawing through your legs, every vein, every muscle, every tendon, seizing with this energy.
Still thinking about it.
Begin thinking about your mantra. You are not going to fail. You're going to prove yourself. 17. It maintains and continues to draw up, but very slowly. You feel that energy just vibrating your entire body. You take a moment.
Okay. Tainted 20?
Tainted 20. As you focus, concentrating, you feel that energy draw up your spine as if it was being pulled to the top of your head. Begins coalescing in your shoulders, right above your shoulder blades. We're almost there at the cusp. One hard push and you might get it.
Ah! Ha! 16 plus 7 is 23.
As you concentrate, as you focus, you feel the energy seize once again, this burning, hot, radiant energy. And it dissipates. Before those midnight blue wings dipped in silver like blades, spackled in bits of silver. Jasper, even though his one hand is injured, he begins tapping one on the other to clap. It's just impressive. What were you thinking about this time?
A mantra.
Good. You're putting it to good use.
All right.
You won't fail.
No. I can't fail. I'm going to take my wings and just kind of like tap them on the ground, because you said the edges look really sharp, but I've never actually touched the edges. Can I like try to like cut the ground a little bit? It is a training area. I want to see how sharp they are.
Make a strength check.
19. Oh wait, a check?
Nine.
Oh, it's a thing.
A check?
Yes.
Or as a 19?
Yep.
You take that moment with that little bit of curiosity. And you take instinctually a couple of steps back from Jasper as you do this figure 8 motion, slashing forward and back with your wings. And figure 8 is carved into the ground where your wingtips dug into this woven tree arena. Slashes at the ground.
Ooh. I kind of like it. Okay.
Ah. Intend to use this in combat, I see.
Ooh. Perhaps. It might come in useful. If it's sharp anyway, I may as well use it. Possibly.
I agree. You have to use everything that you can. Gain the advantage.
Yes. I checked my watch like it's D&D time. I was like, should I leave? Like, no, it's fine. That's alright. I may leave it there for tonight.
Gives you a nod. Gives you a smile. I'll do what I can. You do what you can. Don't waste the day.
Alright. Until tomorrow?
Hopefully so.
Think. Smile.
You step off the platform and feel your vision cloud and darken before you open your eyes back in your bed. You and Talavin both wake up simultaneously. It is early in the morning.
Alright. Let's get the day started.
We probably both look crestfallen AF.
Like, did you?
I don't know why we don't just like help each other out in our dreams. Like, why do we separate? Like, can't we just not do that? Can we just be together forever? Like, not have to be alone? Yeah, I know.
Oh,
There's nowhere good to do it.
Wait, hang on. Nora taps her head.
Telepathic link.
telepathic. Wait, we needed like a. We did a thing to be like, this is through the head. This is through the head, okay? This conversation, okay? You're like, did you have a dream last night?
Yeah.
I did too. Glean anything?
Well, I assume Malik and Jasper went back to wherever they were before and got hurt again.
Looked like burns again.
Couldn't tell what they were, but he seemed injured.
I asked Jasper to help us come up with a backup plan in case something goes wrong with finding
Atar.
Ruby.
How do you say it, Madison? So we can stop slaughtering it? I know you want me to continue, because I will.
Outar Breville. Outar Breville. Outar Breville.
It sounds like you're saying...
Outar.
It sounds like she's saying, like, altar, like an altar. And I'm like, there's no way she's putting an L in there just to tease me.
Outar Breville.
No, there's no L.
I'm speechly.
Outar. Okay.
Outar Breville.
It occurred to me last night as I was talking to Jasper that that Outar may not be in a prison cell, because the 11 Spires said that he was leaking information, so it could be that he's a protected asset in this town. Yeah. And that's why they can't be in here, because they have information about their weaknesses from him.
Well, maybe we should find out what those weaknesses are.
We have to find him first.
I mean, plus they said that he was in one of the most secure places in the prison, and yet they said that he had been captured for petty theft. You don't get sent to maximum security for stealing a loaf of bread.
No, you don't.
Otherwise, I'd been thrown in prison a long time ago.
I'm afraid that they might try to perhaps find a loophole of their own in the contract. They say that they're reputable, but honor among thieves, or assassins, as it is. It could be that we get him out, and then the contract said that we had to give him, turn him over to them.
Alive.
So if we just take him to the woods and can't find them, they wait till the contract expires, then they get him and us. So we have to find a way to keep that from happening.
You mean like they wouldn't show up?
Mm-hmm. And then we couldn't find them, and then they get both.
And that's definitely a possibility. Because then, yeah, they win on all accounts.
Mm-hmm. Either way.
I wonder how we get in contact with them.
I assume they're just outside the town.
I mean, unless they're in the town. They could have been lying about all of it.
Possibly. Jasper said something didn't quite feel right because they have... because they couldn't come into the town, but they are more than capable, so it seems like there might be something else to it. I thought it might have something to do with the killings that have occurred recently.
I mean, yeah, he could be killing people, and then he just traded in secrets for a death sentence.
Possibly. Oh, actually. It's very possible. They're keeping him alive because he keeps giving them information.
Could be that, or it could be he started killing people because he knew that there was a serial killer here in a way to get caught so that he could get away from them.
Possibly. It's only one way to find out.
Gotta find him.
I suppose we should start with some of the guards, or at least find where the prison is.
Yes, well, apparently it's been brought to my attention that I'm quite the flirt.
By who?
A voice in my head.
Quite the flirt, eh?
Yep.
Are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting?
Not really wanting to now. But I suppose if the occasion arrives, I can damsel in distress myself.
You are pretty good at that.
Shut up. Just because I take all the blows during our battles does not mean I'm in distress.
Can I technically shut up if I'm not speaking? Alright, let's get the day started. Is Zoom awake? That's me asking you.
He's asleep, sprawled out, blanket half covering him, half slumped over across the frame of the bed.
Alright. How early is it? Like, what's the time?
It's early, probably around 6:37.
I mean, I know telepathically. I know we don't really do the whole wing thing in town because, people and stuff.
Yeah,
but like,
I think we need to keep it secret.
We could always do it in the room, couldn't we?
Mine are very sharp. It could cut something, but I don't see. We could just mend it. And also Zoom always rooms with us.
Yeah.
And the sprites. But yes, we could.
I mean, it's not like one day you won't use them and they'll just notice.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we could always just kick them out.
We could make a room with
Why didn't Jacob? Get out!
sprites in there. We need a minute.
Can you just...
What brings this up all of a sudden?
I don't know. I'm getting called out on my inability to think outside the box.
By they?
Yes.
That's a logical jump, right?
I mean...
I would know that.
I usually tell her that they's mean to me. Not really. I'm like, she has so much personality.
You have a wonderful personality.
But I don't know. She kind of gave me the impression that we could have made it out of there without signing a blood contract. I just don't really use all the tricks up my sleeve, apparently.
Well, it's too late now.
Yeah, well.
Oh, I'll remember for next time we have to sign a blood contract.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. She'd appreciate that.
That'll be fine. But maybe we should work on this and then we can work on these.
So her plan that she very willingly gave me was, I didn't even write it down. Shit. I'm such an idiot. Why did I write it down? I just wrote back and forth super sass. Gather information.
Unfortunate for you.
Yeah, it was gather information, get into the prison, don't get caught, get the prisoner, and get out of town. I think those were, I think I'm pretty sure it was only 4 steps.
I thought that was the plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Good.
We were on the same page.
We'll just get it done.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Don't want to get out of bed though.
Zoom rolls over, pulls some of the covers over top of his shoulder. See? Just curls up further into the pillow.
Do you want to wake him up, or we could just head out?
We could just head out for a little bit.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's see if this
Feeling it.
murders.
I'm gonna feed my little puppy, and then I'll give him a couple cuddles.
I haven't been specifying that I feed my puppy. It's probably emaciated. Talavin has her puppy all like roly-poly, and mine's just like... I do feed my puppy. I just don't specify. I'll feed mine too, I guess. Fine. And then we'll go out into the town.
They try and follow you out of the room. Pudgy, roly-poly legs try and follow you guys out of the room.
Oh my god.
Alright, nope, just kick him. No, don't kick puppies.
I do not do that. Oh, I love you so much. Oh dear, now you're making me want to annoy. No. Shh.
Make an animal handling check.
Both of us? Or just her?
Yeah.
Natural 20.
You kind of give the snap, and they begin waddling back to the bed.
Cutest thing I've ever heard in my whole life.
Aside from a real puppy.
I felt like I was about to see a real puppy on screen just appear out of nowhere. I was like, oh, where's the puppy?
I think that's a kudos to your voice acting skills.
Kudos to me!
High five!
Better. Top of the morning to you, ladies! I can't take somebody else's catchphrase.
Yeah, I quote things so often. I mentioned so many copyrighted things. Just because I naturally just quote.
What was your animal handling check?
Oh, I thought you said...
No, for hers, for her pup. You for yours.
18.
19?
18.
Mine would have been a 27.
8.
Yeah. There's a moment where you hear... As they also waddle back, begin trying to get up on the bed with Zoom. They're pulling at his blankets.
But here.
I'm gonna leave before he wakes up. Perhaps taking just a piece of bread. I'm just taking a piece of bread or something, one for me and one for Talavin, if we have bread. I don't know. Just so that we don't have to stop for breakfast. We can just...
I mean, let's go to chat with locals. It's a good way to
Chatting is a good way to form a conversation.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Like, if you're buying stuff from people, they're more, like, willing to, like, talk to you.
Here's some bread.
Okay, thanks.
Just a piece. Okay, I'm gonna go out into the town. Just...
You all head down the stairs, out the front door. You see the same individual you saw working there the night before whenever you all checked in. Gives you guys a partial wave. He's currently in the process of helping the others clean up from the previous night.
What was that kid's name? I didn't write it down.
I don't think I gave you a name.
Yeah, I don't know if I did or not. I felt like I asked him.
No, we didn't ask him.
No.
Because he had the topaz earring.
Yeah.
But he looked to be young. Well, not super young, but like late teens. Yeah, I don't think he got his name.
Yeah, y'all didn't ask his name. I don't think.
We're still linked, right?
I mean, technically, yeah.
Did we come up with code names for this town?
I don't think he asked for names.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he didn't ask for names.
We should probably pick different code names just in case.
Okay.
How about... Hang on, have I already used Emperor? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I'll use... his name's difficult. Scarlet. I'll be Scarlet.
I'll be
Scarlet.
Alreen.
Okay. Scarlet.
Maureen?
Alreen.
Elreen, okay. Alreen and Scarlet.
Alreen? Sure. Okay, good. In case anyone asks.
Goody gumdrops. You guys head out. The morning is brisk, but not uncomfortably cold. It's getting well into spring now. You can already smell as you breathe. And there's this not quite thickness, but there's definitely a hint of pollen in the air.
Do you think you should have left a note? I can't read it.
We could have left one for Jacob.
Oh, yeah.
But the dude will have seen us let me.
Yeah, that's true.
Whatever the kid's name is. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so out onto the street. Is it busy yet?
Some of the businesses are already open. You see people are pushing their carts into their respective areas. Just early morning businesses.
Do I perchance see that one lady that we saw the previous night?
Which one lady?
With the wagon.
Ones who were escorted by the guards.
The middle-aged woman that was heading home with her cart that had plants in it. She was headed west. So I assume she'd
make a perception check.
She'd be headed east. Back towards. Wow, it's really hard to see. 18.
18. Looking about, you actually do see, going down one of the streets, you see the woman actually is pushing her cart downhill this time. Down one of the streets.
Does she look like her cart's full?
Mm-hmm. Yep, nice, full. Or at least from this distance.
Okay.
Seems to be well stocked.
I will just take note of what direction she's going into. Who should we start? Should we just take a look about town, see if we can get a lay of the land? What would be important places to stop in at?
Yeah, let's get a lay of the land and look for not the infirmary, the jail. I can't remember.
Yeah, prison.
There was
institution. I don't know. Asylum.
We went through this last time.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I can't remember. There's a better name for it. The jail. We're gonna walk around.
I'm also gonna look for maybe places that I see guards congregating at. Like if there's like a bar or like a donut shop.
I mean, it's first thing in the morning, so the chances of you seeing them by the taverns this early in the morning are comparatively slim. But go ahead and make investigation.
Good old breakfast.
Or no, this would just be perception. Looking for this particular thing. As you guys wander the streets.
10 to 20.
25.
10 to 20 and 25. Looking about, you all see that the guards are indeed walking in pairs, walking within, if not eyesight with one another, within shouting distance or so. You are seeing plenty of guards walking about left and right. Off the top of your head, you see about the same half dozen or so are patrolling the same block or the same general region as you are making your way around.
I can read lips. So are the guards talking as they're walking by?
Why have we not?
Some of them are. Go ahead and make a perception check. If you want to pick up on any parts of their conversations.
What are they talking about? 10?
Say that again?
10?
10? At this distance, you pick up just a few phrases. You'd have to get a little bit closer at this particular early morning hour. So something about the sleep last night. Just gotta clear out your eyes as you all are walking by. And you're also trying to remain discreet, so you don't want to be staring at their lips intently. And this is just as you're walking by, catching different phrases. One of them being, "Thank goodness nothing happened last night." One of them is, do they have any other suspects? You hear another one, "I don't feel great at all. Whatever was in that bread had to be raw." just different phrases. Early morning phrases that they're walking through.
Yeah, we're technically still connected, so we'll just assume everything we say out loud unless said otherwise. Then we tell
them. Okay.
Good. So
yeah, but you're just picking up various morning phrases.
Okay.
So do we see the jail?
Are you looking for the jail now?
Oh, well, I was saying I was looking for the jail and a general congregation area for guards was the two places that I was looking for.
I was looking for the jail.
Okay, initially you all said something about watching for the guards.
Yeah.
So that's why
I said I want to look for the jail, and I want to look as we're walking about town looking for the jail. I want to see if there's an area where guards
based
look
on
like
that
they're
perception check, you do end up seeing you do end up seeing the prison.
And how far away is it from the topaz wand, jade wand?
And topaz wand. It is about 10 streets over or so. Off to, if you all were looking out of your window, if you were like facing the door looking out your all's window, it's off into the right, kind of in a northeast direction. From based on your door, it's not, I mean, if you face north, it would actually be like northwest, but it's whatever.
Okay.
But based on from your all's point, there on the side, it's northeast, about 10 or so roads over. And it's a one-story building.
One story?
A one-story building.
Does it look like it might go
guards,
underground?
You all walk by. They watch you all walk by.
Are the guards talking at all as we walk by?
Some of them are talking. Yeah, some of them are talking. Some of them... about what? Make another perception check.
Okay, discreet perception check.
Stealth.
Okay, perception is 10 again. And stealth, which is more important, is a 15.
15, you're being very sly about it. One of them makes eye contact. He's not saying anything, but he makes eye contact and watches you as you glance over at everyone else's lips, see what parts of the conversation. You see one of them, I can't believe I'm a knight again. And then you hear another one, like, I'm gonna get the promotion. He's doing a little bit of a dance. I'm gonna get the promotion.
As she relays that to me, I'm gonna just maybe, what does that one look like?
The promotion.
Yeah.
The promotion guy. You see, this one is actually a younger kid, around 16, 17 years old or so. He's got just light blonde hair, although he's some darker roots. Just bright-eyed and ready to take on the day.
So like not the, I'm gonna go celebrate with a bunch of drinks type of kid. I'm not feeling it.
He just seems to be celebrating his current status. Whatever promotion it is that he's celebrating, it probably means absolutely nothing. They might have just given him an extra title for all you know.
Okay, so the prison is one
story. Does the prison look like, so you said it's on one story, but does it look like maybe there's an underground area to it?
You'd have to get closer and investigate, but the prison itself is this square building, about 65 feet or so across on each side. Words. There are some bars on some of the nearby windows, very thick iron bars. Already you can hear some of the people shouting on the inside as you assume that there are probably some people who were detained either the night before or maybe that's their minimum security area. The building itself matches the overall decor of the city. There's some brick, there's some wood. And you said you want to see if there's possibly an underground to this? Yeah, you have to get closer.
Are there guards like everywhere?
Many of them are hanging by the front, but every once in a while they'll break off and make a round.
So
like two or three of them will walk in a group around the building.
Go down a few buildings, slip and go around to the back type deal? Like, is there like a back alley?
There are alleys and roadways all woven in and out. This is just, you'd have to stealth. You'd have to be nice and quiet about getting closer to investigate.
So then I could can I like maybe make a note of how often somebody goes around and checks?
You'd have to stay there and watch for a while.
What's around me currently?
A bunch of other residential buildings that are about 30 or so feet away, at least, from this place.
We may have to go talk to them.
Do I see now that guard that I saw from them the other day is probably at the gate? Do I see the guard that I saw from the other day? I thought I was flirting with him, even though I wasn't. My whole life.
Based on your passive perception, you don't see him, but you can look a little harder.
Natural 20.
You do not see him, actually. But the guy who initially was keeping eyes on Nora as you walked by is now watching you guys. As you all have stopped and lingered. You're not walking fast, you're not walking slow, but you've slowed your pace overall to get a view of the building.
I'll do like a... I'll just kind of like give him like a small smile and a wave and then start pulling Nora away.
Make a charisma check.
A check?
Oh, my charisma checks are trash. Mine are great. Mine are trash. 16.
This particular individual, who seems to be keeping an eye on you, looks like he's in his mid-30s or so, slightly gruff. He's not unattractive, but he's not completely attractive. He's that strange blend of gruff and rugged, but also, if he tidied up, he could possibly make something of himself. It doesn't look like he's with the group, but he's not among the group, if that makes sense. He's slightly pulled back and he's just watching you guys.
As we walk away, I'll do like one of those like quick like, oh, is he still watching me glances?
I do.
You do that, yeah, he's watching you guys walk by.
And then I'll kind of like lean over to Nora like as if I'm whispering a secret. And be like, just do like a quick bashful glance over your shoulder. Fucking do it, goddammit.
He also glints over your shoulder. His brows furrow.
And I'm gonna like lean in again and like pretend like I'm giggling.
Please are making fun of him.
No! Oh well. That's what I was going for, but oh well. And then I shall continue walking.
Okay, so we know where the prison is.
There's no way it's that small, though.
Yeah, are all the buildings like 1 story, 2 stories, 3 stories?
Many of them are 3, 4 stories.
Okay.
No, many of them are like 2 to 3 stories. A couple of them are taller, but this is one of the only 1-story buildings you see around.
So just curiously, I mean, I assume Talavin and Nora are like fully armored up with their like swords on their backs. That's what I assume.
Yeah.
We need information. We don't. I mean, I in my head, but I'm terrible about saying it. But like, maybe if we were going to like be about like maybe an easier way to gather information, men assume that women are super dumb. If we like look like girly girl, not like girly girl, like super girl, but if we just look like regular people, maybe they'd be more willing to give us information because they're like, oh, well, or what are they going to do with this information except gossip about it with their girlfriends? Which is basically what we do. But then we go kill people.
That needs to be a teacher. We gossip.
And then we kill people.
But we kill
And then we
people.
go kill people.
Canon.
You're so serious when you said it. Okay.
Because I feel like we could potentially be a little intimidating walking around in full armor and dope-ass swords on our backs.
But they've already seen us.
We don't look like this if we put our dress on. Not that I want to, because the last dress I put on got fucked.
I thought you mended it.
Nope, I threw it away.
Really?
Yep.
I thought you said you mended it.
Nope. That shit got tore up.
You
I
can
was
mend it.
naked. I was
As
naked.
naked.
I still have mine.
No, I actually left that shit in Citron's mansion house.
Yeah, you did change your clothes from
Yep.
there
No
into
dress.
the imaginary clothes.
Yes, and then I put my real clothes on
You did.
after. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we could go multiple times. But if, like, the dude saw us walk by, but then he would think, then it would be more obvious that it would be, like, flirting. Because it's like, oh, I saw you, I'm gonna go get dressed in something cute and come back and talk to you.
Oh, so you want to actually talk to that one? The gruffy looking one?
No, like,
Oh, you're talking about the guard at the front?
if it did, like, if he was there, because it seems like they kind of grouped together.
Yeah.
So, if he did show up, that's how he would probably process it. Instead of, like, yeah. Okay, so, hang on, as we're still walking, right?
Yes.
Is there, like, an administration building or something that looks more official?
Like
Make another perception check.
I will aid. If that is okay.
18. Hey, Talavin, I'm looking for this.
Okay, I'll look too.
Yes, you can look.
I will look.
23.
Natural 20.
See.
Ooh! You do see an administrative-like building. This one actually is... it actually has columns, about 4 columns, 2 on either side, extending all the way up into this 3-story building.
Okay.
It's about 45 feet wide, about 60 feet deep. Almost looks like, if you had to have a modern point of reference, it almost has this Roman Colosseum-like feel. Although it's made of much simpler brick and much simpler wood. But the way the pillars fit, the way that the overall structure, the length, it in a way reminds you of other architecture you've seen.
Are there a bunch of guards around?
There are a few. Yeah, with that perception check, I'd say you see 3 or 4 guards. A couple of them on the top of the stairs. A couple just meandering among the crowds as more and more people. You all have been out for probably about an hour or so at this point, walking through the streets, finding places. The streets are beginning to get a little bit busier. You start seeing a couple more smiles on individuals as they are going and get bread. They're grabbing up other supplies. A couple of mothers are currently walking their children early in the morning.
It's like a really gossipy place to shop. Like people that like to gossip. Not usually like clothing people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I need a new dress, we can go gossip. And we can see what we can find out.
Gossip. I don't know what the kind of gossip that they'd have. Well, you know,
We'd be like, hey, we're new in town. We heard
this
there was a serial killer here.
Okay, let's go.
Is that
Let's
true?
go find a clothing store.
Like,
I don't need a dress. I still.
well, I mean, that was super fancy. You don't want like to attract a lot of attention. Just like nice, but not like, ooh, I'm a prostitute again.
Whoa. Prostitute again?
Jacob and I thought we were.
Oh, we were in our armor then.
Wyatt thought you were.
Yeah,
Correction.
I was.
Yeah, okay, let's go to a clothing store and gossip.
What kind of place are you looking for?
Like, I don't know.
Something functional. I don't want pretty and pink ever again in my life.
You don't see any pink, thankfully.
But just like a functional looking, like, ooh, I could buy wearable things here that potentially could be considered nice. Like a good mix.
Match the attire of the area.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Okay, go ahead and make another perception check as you guys walk through. You'll see the administrative building.
There's another natural 20. I'm not lying. This dice is blank. Like that.
It looks like Star Wars, honestly. Casatopian dice.
Nice.
Okay.
Walking about, you have this idea of other people's fashion, of the attire that other people are wearing, glancing left and right, and much of it is functional. But there are some that have nicer skirts when it comes to their dresses. There are some nicer vests on the men. Those are who expect to be in business. And looking around, you do see, and asking one particular gentleman as he's walking with his lass on his arms, points out one particular shop.
Curiously, do we see women mostly in dresses? Do we see any
For the most part, yes.
Okay. Do the women not walking around in dresses look like hardcore people?
So far, you haven't seen too many individuals, too many women walking around in full armor. Or at least this early in the morning.
Okay, so we stood out like a sore thumb. I didn't think about that. Okay, it's fine. We're gonna go. It's fine. Let's go.
Okay. We will walk to yonder place we got suggested. If I walk in and there's pink anywhere, I'll know.
It's called Bavaria's. And you go in and no, there is no pink. There is lace, but no pink. Many of the tones are neutral and earthy.
Good. Let's get some neutral earthy tones.
Are there other women in this place?
There are a few women, yes. Some of them are picking out some skirts. Some of them are trying different fabrics. You see different bolts of fabric of different sizes, different thicknesses, different colors or hues. Yeah, there are a couple women already in the shop.
Do we see anybody maybe like helping other people or looking to help someone?
You see a middle-aged woman walking through. She has this swishy black skirt, which looks like it's made out of some kind of satin. This very, very swishy material, and her hips, kind of like in ye olde days where they had the hip bump out, she's got that. None of the others have worn this attire based on what you see everyone else wearing, but she seems to enjoy this style. So these black swishy skirts, and she has a vest matching the same kind of material with this puffed sleeved white cotton shirt that just billows off of her. It's a middle-aged woman. Her hair is in this low bun, which has been braided and twisted around.
Okay. Good morning.
She turns and sees the new customers. Oh, yes. What can I do for you today?
We're looking for some more casual attire. So you seem kind of...
I can certainly see what you mean. Did you just arrive?
Just last night.
I see. Well, welcome to Bavaria's. I am of Bavaria. This is my shop. Are you looking for something equally as functional as what you're currently wearing? Are you looking for something more like this, or something that the young ladies over there are wearing? She plays with this brooch on her necklace.
What does the brooch look like?
It's just black with this like little silver, almost like silver lace around it.
Something that's easy to move around, and we're going to be exploring the town today, doing a lot of walking around. Hopefully before it gets dark, though. I heard that some things been happening at night.
Oh, yes, it's very, very unfortunate that things have been occurring recently. Hopefully that doesn't scare you away from our town. We actually have a very wonderful community here.
Yes. Oh, during the day it's lovely. I am a little bit concerned. Are there any parts we should avoid or?
Some of the areas in the further north, that's where some more mischief ends up happening, although apparently it's been bleeding down into our particular region. He goes over and begins pulling out from different drawers and different hangers nearby, different skirts, a couple of pairs of pants, shirts.
Okay.
A lot of it just feels put together and generic, but she's picking out other elements that would help better fit it to your all's forms.
Okay. I'd like to go for the black skirt, white top as well. Mimic her, make her thing.
Oh, of course. I'm going to try and pick a cooler material. It's starting to get warm out these days.
Oh, yes, it is.
Mix it out. And you?
My fashion sense is a little, outdated, obviously. Whatever you think would, be best, but still functional, would be great.
Well, depends. Or do you prefer something you can walk around in and not feel your legs brushed together, or does that bother you?
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
A skirt it is, then. You can hide more in a skirt.
This is true.
Yes, perhaps some form of protection.
She pulls down, she has a selection of 4 different skirts. 2 of them are black. One of them is a lighter material. One of them is a little bit of a heavier material, but that one has pockets. One of the others is this dark brown. It comes just below the knee. And the last one is, it's like a dark mossy green. And it has a little bit of texture to it. A little bit scratchy, but that one also has pockets. She also has a couple pairs of pants and these white shirts.
Okay. You said there was a black skirt with pockets?
Yes, it's made of a little bit of a thicker material, but...
With the pockets. And the white shirt. Like a white puffy shirt.
And there's a white puffy shirt. She takes it.
The other black skirt, is it long? Like a longer one?
It's long.
Okay. I'll take, and it doesn't have pockets, but it's a thinner material?
Thinner material, yeah.
Okay, I'll take that one. Does it look constricting or still pretty?
No, it's nice and swishy. It's just a lighter material.
Okay, I'll take that, and then like a not puffy sleeve shirt. Like nice, like something soft, but not in like long, and like maybe not long sleeved, but just like kind of flows, like kind of ends around the elbow ish. If she has something like that, but
easy enough.
Not super fitted, but not like not.
Mm-hmm. She also goes over and has a couple of strings which she attaches little brooches to. One of them is a dark green. One of them is this kind of coppery color. She picks out another black one, which is very similar to the one that she's currently wearing, as well as a few ribbons. Just lays them out on her table.
Does she have any boots? Or like...
Boots?
Yeah,
like ankle boots.
No, I want black, like, tall boots.
Oh,
wait, I assume that... Sorry, my fashion sense is kicking in. Is the skirt that I got, is it shorter? Like to the...
Floor length.
Floor length? Never mind, you can't sew boots in floor length.
Told you.
You have to have, like, a T-length skirt and, like, thigh-high boots.
That's definitely how
I know.
Not prostitutes dress.
That's how
prostitutes dress.
That's how Mickens dress.
No, this is not the same day and age. Prostitutes now don't wear clothes.
Okay, sorry. So as she's like kind of picking out skirts and like, I assume that we can like try some stuff on if we do or don't, or we're paying.
Yeah.
Just casually, or just continue the conversation. See, so do we have to be back at by dark, by Targary's setting, or by Una's setting?
Usually, if you can make it back when Una sets, it bodes better for you, although, between you and me, there have been a couple of attacks during the day.
During the day? In the northern
They don't really like talking about it very much. She glances about it, but since you all have just arrived, I think it's best to always tell the truth, especially to newcomers.
Thank you so much.
Yes, the attacks have been actually on the northern side of our city. Very, very unfortunate. And, between you and me, very savage, very brutal. I hope they catch whoever's responsible for this.
Do you know, is it targeting, like, specific people, like women?
And that's the thing. They haven't found any kind of pattern.
None.
But they're always alone?
Some of them have actually been in pairs. Multiple.
Multiple pairs.
That part they don't like us talking about.
Right. Well, that is very concerning, but thank you for telling us.
The elderly, some young. There have actually been a couple of guards who have been caught unawares. Savage attacks.
So it looks like it's not a wild animal. It looks like a person.
A person, possibly. I don't know very much about any of those things, but from what other people have told me, it's inhumane to leave a body in such a condition.
Oh my.
Not to continue to pry, but I did hear a rumor from someone in the inn we're staying in that this had happened before. But
Oh yes, I remember when the first attacks happened. Equally as savage. But they caught the person responsible. Or at least they think they did. Everywhere else seems to, or at least the attack stopped. Pulls out some more ribbons and holds them up. No.
Well, where did they take the person? Were they executed?
No, they were imprisoned.
Just in the prison down the way.
Yes, we only have the one. We could afford more, but, well, let's just say not everybody is interested in supporting that kind of venture. They'd rather have better roads and so forth. I know where I want my taxes to go to.
That the prison seemed very small. Did they hold a lot of people in there?
Not enough, if you're asking me. Would you like to try these on?
Absolutely.
I can help you get laced up.
Yes, please.
That would be wonderful.
Back here. Takes you all around to the back, where there are some room dividers. She helps cinch up some of the skirts which tie in the back. One of the shirts that she selected ties in the back, almost like a corset, although it's just a very loose corset to help frame the figure.
Okay.
I'm going to cinch this up just a little bit more. You have such a nice figure.
Ooh.
That's Nora.
Ooh. I was
As
like,
she pulls on the strings, you feel the shirt better adhere to your bodice.
It could be like tight here, and then it could like puff out at the top.
Yeah, puffs out. It makes it puff out at the top.
Yes. Okay, I want this shirt, but okay, but focus. It's not real. I like fashion. Okay. So how often do they arrest people? There seem to be a lot of guards for such a small prison.
They've been starting a new initiative to help keep the streets quiet. If you have more guards, you see, hopefully that will deter the crime and, in turn, reduce the amount of people you actually need in our local prison. The increased security has happened a few months ago, if I recall correctly.
Do you think it's been working?
Oh, I certainly think so. I mean, everyday crime seems to have decreased tremendously, except for this particular series of attacks. Hey, bend your head over, dear. I want to see what this ribbon looks like. To you, Talavin. She actually begins folding it and twisting it in your hair and braiding it. Yes, that will do.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Let's see.
We need to see, like, if she remembers exactly what the last attack was, maybe when the first one was.
I heard that there weren't any attacks last night, but how often do they happen?
Well, that's the other thing, is part of the pattern. No one really knows when the next one is going to occur.
I heard that...
I think the green one looks better with you. Pins the green one on you, Nora.
Green brooch?
Yeah.
Okay. I dig it.
Attached to the string, it attaches.
Okay.
I heard that this new horrid person running around... I heard that this person started showing up about 6 months ago.
Oh, what's that, dear?
I heard these attacks started up again 6 months ago.
Roughly, yes. Initially, we thought it might be some of the nearby travelers, but the winter months came and the attacks continued, so obviously it has to be one of our residents. Or at least someone who arrived here about 6 months ago and has decided to remain. Or at least that's my personal theory. Not that it's ever taken seriously.
Well, you seem to be quite knowledgeable about this.
I try and talk to everybody in the town. Everybody makes such wonderful conversation.
Told you.
I'm very, very involved when it comes to our city security.
As you should be.
Thank you.
She reminds me of
dear.
like a neighborhood watch mom. Total neighborhood watch soccer mom.
Yeah.
Has like
she goes over and has a big thick belt that she wraps around your outfit, Talavin.
Dear.
So there wasn't anything that happened during the time, other than perhaps someone moving in.
Well, not that I'm aware of. I know that trade decreased tremendously as they tried to figure out if it was anybody coming in or if it was somebody who had already left.
Yeah, that's probably mostly just because they closed down their borders.
I'm going to go with this copper one on you first. I think it will really do something with your skin tones. Or on second thought, no.
Oh dear. Let's see, text 6 months ago. Northern District.
So you can't think of anyone that maybe did start showing up 6 months ago that hadn't previously, perchance?
Not to my recollection. I mean, I try and get out as often as I can, but at any rate. Oh, don't you two look lovely? Part of the local community now.
Hold on.
No, I can't really think of anybody in particular who's come in recently. I mean, we've got travelers night and day. You two are obvious testament to this fact.
Okay, sorry, you froze.
Yeah, you froze.
I'm going to telepathically link to Talavin.
Still linked.
Yeah, we're still linked, but did they say that Outar disappeared about 6 months ago?
Yo, no.
When did they say he disappeared?
No, I don't think they told us when he disappeared.
Said that it was like 6 months ago. It could be less, it could be more. I don't know if you took notes of it.
No, I didn't. Yeah, it didn't say it. It just said that he's being detained in higher security, well-armed guards.
Yeah, they didn't specify the time.
Yeah.
Of when this happened.
Okay. Let's see. So you said you only have the one prison. And that's all. They don't keep anyone anywhere else. Like, where did they keep the person who was killing, the person they last caught, who was killing all those people?
I don't know. I mean, there are so many rumors surrounding what actually happened to him. Some say that he's dead. Some of them say that he's actually still in the prison. Some people say he's running things ever so subtly in some kind of shadow government. Other people say that he's actually been shipped away to somewhere else, somewhere more well-equipped to handle such individuals. Personally, I can't tell neither here nor there where this particular individual was. All I know is his name was Skias Vonner.
Skias? Wow.
And Skias Vonner, he was a wonderful staple in the community. Absolutely wonderful, concerned with security, making sure that, certain people were provided for. No one ever suspected him.
Perchance, is there anyone currently like that in the community again?
There are a few other members, of my own security group. A number of us in the community, as I said before, are concerned with our public health and want to make sure that everybody's getting exactly what they deserve when it comes to the security and the well-being of everyone. Making sure ruffians don't muddy our streets and sully our names. Nothing to that kind of extreme. Are you implying that one of our own could be responsible?
No, we're just trying to be cautious, as we're going to be in town for 2 days.
Yes. We just want everyone to be aware.
Of course. I do believe that does it. Oh, shoes. Goes over, picks out a couple of pairs of flats. Sets them. Look at your sizes, right?
Yes, flats.
Okay, that's fine.
The shoe, if the shoe fits,
they're comfortable.
Ooh!
They don't bite into your heels. They conform to your feet. It's great.
Okay. All right. Well, how much do we owe you for this?
Oh, for the whole ensemble? Oh, you've been such a delight in conversation, so I'll cap it at between, I have to count my labor and everything. Let's put it at 4 gold each.
I will give her 5 gold.
I will give her 5 gold.
You are all too generous. Thank you.
Well, it doesn't hurt that we had such pleasant company.
You were so helpful.
Always.
Also,
glad to be
keeping
of
us off
service.
about where to go and where not to go, keeping us safe like that. You really are a pillar of the community.
Of course.
She said,
Oh, I said, you really are a pillar of the community.
Oh, well, thank you. I aspire to. And help give the community some good. Help give back when I can.
Well, thank you very much.
We appreciate your help. Thank you.
Don't forget all of your belongings. And have an absolutely wonderful day. Goes over, oh dear, to another couple who just walked in. The guy just is not wearing the right vest. Not the right size, not the right fit, not the right color, and she immediately flies to his side to aid.
Okay.
We will, exit.
Exit, yes.
So, did we change our clothes into the dress stuff?
Didn't say change back.
I guess we're just gonna walk around with armor and weapons in our hands.
Maybe we could go back to the tavern and drop it off.
Okay. We'll just carry it back in our hands. Okay, that's fine.
We don't have any other choice, really.
Yeah, I guess so. I'll put what I can into my bag of holding, and then just be like, oh, fuck it.
Some things fit, some things don't.
Probably like my regular clothes fit, so I'm probably just carrying like my armor and like a sword.
Yeah. With that, you all gather up your belongings and head back to the Topaz Wand. make it back to the inside and see a very frantic Zoom trying to converse with the guy at the counter, trying to make some kind of sense as you all walk in. He sees you guys and just relief spreads over his face.
My bad, bro.
He runs over, seeing you, gives you a up, down. His eyebrows go up as he slowly nods.
I'll link with him, and I'm just gonna be like, my bad. We didn't think we were gonna be gone that long.
We woke up and didn't know what happened. Jacob and Wyatt came knocking on the door. I didn't have any answers for them, so they took off running outside. I don't even know where to find them. You're different?
We thought this would be better cover than just walking around with swords strapped to our backs, basically. It's easier to converse.
Probably. He looks at his bow that he has currently affixed to his body.
Well, it's different for dudes. It's not as becoming on women. People feel intimidated. I will pull out the gold her little amulet and be like, Jacob and Wyatt, are you there? Jacob.
You're doing this right inside of the door?
No, I assumed we were walking to the room.
He hasn't moved.
Okay, well,
he ran up to you guys.
Oh, okay. Well, then we will start heading to the door up to our rooms. Then we'll put our things down and I'll see if I can contact them. And if not, we'll go take a look. See.
You guys head up the stairs. Zoom taps on the door a certain number of times in a certain rhythm. You hear hold
on. Everybody's...
I heard freaked out. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I was just...
Door swings open and Jen is... She looks at both of you. I'm so glad you're all right. We woke up and you both were gone. They're all right.
Oh, we just wanted to get an early start.
I'm so sorry. I didn't even think to leave a note or anything.
Well, we did, but
we were already halfway through town. So
you all come back in. You see Spice. They were currently in the process of trying to find that mirror so that Spice can use it.
I was in my bag of holding, which was with me.
Yes. Did you happen to see if Jacob and or Wyatt had the amulet with them?
I mean, they should.
We could try to contact them.
That's what I was gonna do.
Okay.
And I'll pull out now that the door is closed. I'll be like, hey, yo, Jacob and Wyatt, come in. Are you there?
No response.
Ah, shit. I'm still taking the link with Zoom. I'll be like, stay here in case they come back. And we will go try to find them. Do you know, perchance, what way they went?
No, I don't know which direction they went. They were just going out. Wait, here?
What?
In here?
I mean, if they come back here and nobody's here, they're going to think you got snatched up next.
Right.
Sorry. Or do you...
Sprite's there.
Yeah, no, but do we really just want people barging in and out? Oh, no.
I think it's Jacob. I don't know.
I mean, I guess.
We know we need to go to the Northern District next.
Maybe if we could how big is this town? Maybe? How big is this town?
It's a pretty big town.
Oh, fuck.
Well, it seems like they should have talked to the...
Yeah, they probably talked to the dude downstairs. Maybe they said something to him.
Possibly, we could ask.
Okay.
You all
Well,
just gave him a wave. You all didn't tell him anything.
No, but he would have seen us leaving, and we weren't kidnapped.
Uh-huh.
if he was paying attention.
I mean, hopefully he'd pay attention if we were being kidnapped.
Touche.
Alright, we'll go back down.
Yeah, I'll leave all my armor and stuff in the room, but I'm gonna keep my bag of holding, and I will take everything that's in there out that's unnecessary. But I will...
What classifies as unnecessary?
I don't know, because I don't really remember.
It doesn't make it heavier, just keep it in.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes I can't fit everything I want in there.
I'm going to make sure I'm attuned to my lightning dagger and put it under my skirt.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my crystal necklace dagger that's now shorter on. And then I am not attuned to my lightning dagger. How long would it take me to attune to it?
About an hour.
Oof, not gonna happen.
I don't think I was attuned to mine.
I will put my fire longsword that I am attuned to into my bag of holding. And then I will put my hairpin of persuasion in there. Charm person.
So that's 2 attunements.
Yes. And then I shall leave my ring on.
Nice.
And then really that's kind of it. And I'll just have like a couple regular daggers strapped to like my thighs or something.
Do you attune to the pin?
What? Oh, I was already attuned to that.
I have to attune to
Okay.
the dagger, I think.
I'm attuned to... Because I don't have to attune to the javelin, so I'm only attuned to my fire longsword and my hair thingy. Because you didn't say the ring needs attunement, so.
Right.
So yeah, I just have 2 attunements. Because I assume technically my regular blade is not an attunement. It's just a regular sword. It's not magical.
Yeah, it's a regular sword.
I just make it magical because I'm awesome. Shut up.
Because I'm...
So do you attune to the dagger then?
No, I don't got it.
I have to attune to mine.
Oh.
I think. I never said that I unattuned to it. Whenever I attuned to my hand bracers to do the enchanting a couple days ago. So, I'm going to attune to my dagger. I need to take that time and attune to my dagger.
Well, then why don't you stay here and me and Zoom will go look for Wyatt and Jacob?
Okay.
Because that's wasting an hour.
Sure. You
Okay.
go look for him.
Fine.
I need
Zoom brightens at this and heads out with you. He looks
Don't
back
go
at
to
you,
the
Nora,
Northern
and gives
I'm not going to go to the Northern District unless I really want to.
I need to go to the Northern District.
Wasting time tuning to shit. Hurry up.
Can I attune to it while I go?
You know,
I have
you have to like meditate with it.
I'm going to meditate with this dagger. Go ahead.
I'm going to check the barn. Well, I'm going to go by the front desk dude and see if maybe if he talked to Jacob and Wyatt or if they asked him any questions.
Right, you head downstairs and you don't see him. There's the young woman who's currently working at the front.
I'll ask her, it don't matter.
No, I didn't see 2 individuals go through. I can go back and ask if anybody else has seen him.
Would you mind? They were looking for my sister and I, and we had just gone for an early morning walk and got them a little worried, apparently. I don't want them to do anything
Right,
rash.
give me a second. She disappears
Just to wake him up.
for 10 minutes.
Oh, shit.
About 15 minutes go by.
Sorry.
And then she comes back about 17 minutes later. No, didn't see anything.
Insight check.
Oh, no.
Sure, go ahead.
I think I know if you investigate her appearance.
Perfect.
Natural 20. Suck a dick.
Natural 20. Based
just got
on
a
that,
quickie
she
in
seems
the back.
to be interested in doing the minimum amount of work.
Okay.
I'm going to give her a very dark, glowering look. Just like intimidation. I'm going to try to intimidate her and just be like, shit. What do I say to intimidate somebody? I don't even know.
Well, I only have 40 minutes left in my attunement.
Shut up! Never mind. I'm just going to give her a not nice look, and I'm just going to be like, you're so helpful, and walk away.
Try to be.
Sure. I'm going to go look in the barn, see if maybe they took their horses or something, and we're trying to like run around town, and then we'll, I don't know, go some fucking, I don't know, trying to look for her.
Looking in the barn, you see Nearn and Buttercup. Make another perception check.
23.
23. As you're heading back out of the barn, you look around and see that there are a couple of guards running around. Just lightly jogging.
Fuck. Oh shit!
And see you all out of the corner, see you out of the corner of their eye and immediately turn and begin running up to you.
Oh shit! Oh no!
One of them was one of the young gentlemen who you actually saw who was celebrating some kind of promotion as the young kid, and then you see another one of the individuals, a kind of youngish man, probably mid-20s, balding slightly. His teeth are slightly crooked, but he has this warm smile, even though his teeth are messed up. As he looks and like, thank goodness. Would you happen to be Talavin?
Shit. Yes. I don't say shit, but I'm just like, yes, that's me. I assume my friend.
Thank goodness we found you.
Sent us searching.
He turns back. McTavin. The kid. Yes, sir.
Oh,
tries to stay as big as he can be. He's like, go and run and tell the others. We found him. He looks just like at Zoom and then looks back at you. We were.
I look super mortified. Like fake as fuck, but like I'm super mortified. I'm just like, oh my god.
Roll a performance check.
Oh god, please. Okay, that's a 17. I thought that was a 1. I was like, oh, I'm fucked. That is a 17 plus 3 is a tainted 20.
That's a re-roll.
Wow.
23. 22. 22.
I don't know.
What? There's no way you beat that unless they got a natural 20.
You'll never know.
Good to know. He gives us this look, slow nod. Well, your two friends are really worried about you. They said they went over, knocked on your door. You all weren't there, and said that you all are new to the area. Just wanted to make sure you're here. We have an idea of where they are. Come with me.
Oh, thank you. We didn't mean to cause any ruckus. We just wanted to walk about town early.
Nevertheless, this still has to be filed on our reports. Come along.
God fucking shit, damn it balls. Okay, fine, I will, but fuck.
Good.
Begins walking. Zoom glances at you, glances at him, and just keeps pace with you.
You said he looked suspicious of Zoom?
Looked slightly suspicious at Zoom, but saw that you were okay.
Was he just being a racist? Inside
Correct.
24.
24? This particular individual, it seems like he was suspicious of Zoom, possibly for, unjustified reasons.
You said unjustified reasons?
Yeah.
Or justified.
She said unjustified. If he had justified reasons to be suspicious of him, he'd probably be in jail.
Oh. Is that for you?
Okay,
I shall follow.
Fuck.
And
As you all walk down through the streets, you actually are taken to the jail, where you see pacing on the front step is Jacob. Make a perception check.
No! Why? A natural 20!
Yes! I want to know.
Plus what?
We said a perception?
Yeah.
27.
Okay, good to know.
He literally can't get any higher. I literally couldn't go any higher.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
bullshit. He is a level above me, isn't he? Fuck. Asshole.
You see, as Jacob is walking back and forth, he looks over and he's like, "Oh, thank goodness, you found her!" He runs over and clasps you around the waist and just gives you this big hug.
Oh, I will. Surprisedly, almost just a little bit. Yeah, just like oh.
He pulls back and he's like, "I'm so glad that you're okay. That we just got so worried about you this morning."
We literally just wanted to go for a walk and we just weren't really thinking.
He goes over to the guy, the slightly balding gentleman, holds out his hand. He's like, thank you so much," and just begins shaking his hand. The guy's like, all in a day's work. Good to have such good support, even of the newcomers.
Mr. Charming over here, apparently not for me.
Jacob looks over and he's like, "Oh, sorry. This is the deputy, Wade Clemens. He's found him this morning. Just he offered to help, to run around and help find you. Really, are you okay?" And he just comes in kind of close to your face.
I'm just kind of like, what is happening?
He's like, "Everybody here is so wonderful, really."
And I'll look back to the deputy and just be like, and I'll kind of curtsy and just kind of bow a little bit and just like, truly, I do appreciate your help. Thank you.
He's like, all in a day's work, ma'am. He puts his hand behind his back and bows. If there's anything else, and see, sir, it was absolutely nothing to worry about. She was actually back by the stables of the inn you said you were staying in. Jacob just sneaky a little. He pulls your hip closer to his and kind of bumps you all together. He's like,
dear, what is happening right now?
Ooh, dear.
You see some of the other officers who are standing nearby, including the one that you saw earlier that morning. Some of them just look over, they're rolling their eyes. Some of them are bumping, and you see some of them whispering to each other.
I don't have lip reading. No!
And he's like, thank you so much. And he's like, really, I'm gonna have to treat you guys to dinner or something tonight. Okay, drinks are on me tonight. And some of them stop whispering, perk up. Like, well, thank you very much, but it's all in a day's work. And you hear some of the guys, oh! oh, so some of the other officers just, oh, man.
I'll step up and be like, no, truly, it would be an honor to serve you all at least a few drinks. Your choice.
Well, I can't hardly make a persuasion roll.
With advantage, because Jacob was helping.
With advantage, because Jacob's...
Natural 20. What is happening? Dice, guys. New dice.
That's what happens. You get the right one jiving with you.
Wow.
So persuasion is, and if you need to know, 26. Then after 26.
26. He's like, well, can't hardly refuse a lady. Now can we? And looks back and is like, hopefully not too late. That is. As we do try and maintain our relative curfew, but perhaps a singular drink in celebration of your engagement ought to be in order.